Well, I guess.
The 5th of November, Rabbi Levitt, Horeb.
Heck.
Welcome back, Rabbi.
Okay, I don't know what's going on. I hope that that was just a temporary setback.
I finished 601. I don't know if you heard me. You want me to do it again? Uh-oh, he's frozen.
No, no, he just moved. Oh, maybe you're right.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, he just dropped out again.
Yep.
We go to Mayor to continue.
Okay, Gemulut Chasadim. Each community is obliged to satisfy in full the needs of its poor in food, clothing, housing, and even facilitating marriage where there is need of a mother in the house. Even needs which are only created by the previously better material status of a poor man must be satisfied as soon as they arise and not debated with him whether they are necessary or not. It is always better that the needs of the poor shall be met out of communal funds rather than that they should secure necessaries for themselves by begging from door to door. Oh, okay. Wherever Jews are living together, they are obliged to establish a communal charity fund from which the poor of the congregation can receive their needs week by week. And strangers, those who are there by chance, can have their needs satisfied day by day. A poor man who is passing through should receive a loaf of bread sufficient to satisfy him for at least 2 meals. If he stays overnight, he should have a blanket and a pillow and whatever else he needs. If he stays over the Sabbath, food for 3 meals and whatever else he may need, seeing that it is the Sabbath. And if you know him personally, he shall receive according to his status. As a rule, subscriptions to the charity fund shall be determined, hold on, shall be determined and divided, I think it's right, determined and divided by 3 persons, shall be collected by 2, and shall be administered by 1. Oh, that's so no one knows who's getting their charity. Okay. What is collected for a communal charity fund may be applied by the community or its officials to any of the community needs. The same holds good in regard to whatever individuals may contribute voluntarily, unless a particular use has been assigned to this money. He who administers the community fund must beware not only of any real misappropriation, but even every appearance of suspicion. He must never mix it with his own money, but keep it in a special safe. Never barter or sell anything to himself, but only to others. And of his own accord, render accounts at fixed times, even though not requested to do so, as indeed he ought not to be requested if he is recognized as a man of honor. The treasurer and guardian of the poor shall pay no heed to abuse by the poor. He must loyally fulfill his duty and pay out money in conformity with his best judgment and according to his conscience, and count his patient acceptance of the invective as part of his reward. He shall beware, however, of giving any advantage to his own kin. It has been mentioned above in paragraph 574 that a poor man may ask for alms until such time as he collected a sum of working capital as his own free property, with which he can earn enough to keep himself and his family. To this, we must add that movable property, such as clothing and furniture, that is excessively valuable, need not be sold before applying to an individual for charity, but should be sold before applying to the community's charity funds. The well-to-do relatives of a poor man are responsible for his keep before any other rich people of the city. But once you have given money to the charity funds, neither you nor your relatives have any special claim on it, but the committee must spend it according to its best judgment. For the rest, however, in all cases, tzedakah funds are dealt with according to the presumed wishes of the donor. Just as an individual charity, in individual charity, the finest task is to help the poor man to independence and to prevent pauperization. So also, the most beautiful task of the community's charity is to help as far as lies within its power its poorer members on the road to self-supporting work and to administer the charity funds so wisely that thereby idleness and indolence are not encouraged nor demoralization promoted.
Oh, okay. Hey,
I
very
wonder if
good.
this section includes Maimonides. He has something about giving charity, as far as I recall.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
I mean, it's like I said in my quick comment that it's probably best to do it this way, because I think Maimonides says the ideal way of giving charity is that the person who gets it, receives it, doesn't know who gave the money. I think that's the ideal
Yes.
And the
situation.
person who gave it doesn't know who gets it.
Right, that's true too. That's true.
Hmm. Okay. All right. 603. Back to Lou.
In sentiment and in deed, every individual is part of his community. In sentiment, in that his public spirit should inspire him to have at heart the common good, even as his own, and when necessary, to sacrifice his own good to the common good, in that he should not be indifferent to whether the institutions, the organizations, the affairs of the community prosper or not, even when he himself derives no personal benefit from them. Nor should he be indifferent to whether the community fulfills or neglects its duty of upholding all that is most holy. The community has no greater enemy than the indifferent and the mean, who cares only for the benefit of the individual, usually himself and those nearest to him, and whose reaction to everything is to ask, what advantage do I have from it? How does it harm me? Who therefore is incapable of joyously carrying a stone to help to erect an edifice upon which, with himself alone accepted, the coming generations, but not the present one, will base their life. A spirit filled with the great task of the community, a spirit of truth, of justice, and of peace, a spirit of collective pride, which is enhanced by the community's prosperity, a spirit which honors itself by respecting the representatives of the community and their endeavors for the public weal, and which willingly obeys every regulation made to further the interests of the community. That is the spirit which must inspire every individual. If the whole is to prosper, that is the spirit which spurs on each single individual to carry out willingly and joyously whatever the community may demand of him.
Okay. Okay, so that's the sentiment. How does he look? How does the person look at the fact that there's a community, right? Community needs, community endeavors, community tasks. See, look at it as I'm not going to benefit from it anyway, or it doesn't. The problem they're trying to solve doesn't affect me in any case. Okay. Oh, that's his example about the stone. A stone to help to erect an edifice upon which, with himself alone accepted, the coming generations, but not the present one, will base their life. Yeah. Right. Okay. Yeah. 604. It seems to be working better over here.
Okay.
Leah and Hara.
Okay, I just have to get something.
Oh, okay.
Just
Okay. Right.
Okay, 604.
So we're up to 604. Back to Mayor.
Okay, this is indeed. Each shall give all that lies in his power of judgment, word, deed, and wealth for what is necessary to discharge the community's task. judgment and word, in counsel and in promoting a sense of corporate life among the individuals with whom he comes into contact. Deeds. When the community calls him to office, or where other opportunity offers to
It's not
forward the good
doing very
of
well
the
over here
community.
either.
Okay, wealth. The true conception of communal charity leads us directly to the rule that neither according to the amount of profit derived nor so much per capita, but according to the means and circumstances of each of its members, shall contributions to the needs of the community be made. Therefore, it is laid down. Oh, we just lost them.
We lost him.
Wow.
He said something about it's not working so well here.
No, but then he said it's working better in this location.
Yeah, I think the order of the statements was reversed though. First he
Okay.
said it's working better, then he said, uh-oh, no, it's not.
Well, you're back with us, Rabbi Levitt.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay,
Oh, so what you
I didn't finish yet. I'm
okay.
just going to backtrack a little bit. It says, therefore, it is laid down as right that whatever is needed for the education of children. Oh, hold it. Maybe I didn't go back. That's where I was. Okay. Whatever is needed for the education of the children of poor, for payment of the officials of the community, for the building of the synagogue, and in general for all the community's expenditures shall be levied without exception upon all the members of the community according to their means. There is a tradition in some places for this expenditure to be divided half per capita and half pro rata.
Pro rata.
Pro rata. Okay.
It means it proportionally.
Okay. But where established custom does not make it
What do
clear,
these things mean?
What? I'm sorry, Rabbi, what did you say?
What are these two expressions? What do these two expressions mean?
Well, pro rata means proportionally. In other words, you give part of something according to the part that you're.
I mean,
um, what was the other expression?
per capita.
Per capita means per person. For each person, capita is like head.
Okay. Let's see. But where established custom does not make it clear, the legal rule applies, namely that of basing contributions on means. Even when one does not receive the slightest direct benefit, one must pay according to one's means. The contributions are determined according to the estimate or by a sworn declaration of each one's means. And if this is done by oath, it is a purely legal matter, as a community is considered on par with a partnership, whose members can demand from each other an oath of purgation. As for the procedure for making an estimate, ruling what is to be considered as forming part of one's fortune and what is not, etc., see the same sections. In everything that concerns community affairs, tradition, that is to say, a rule 3 times applied in the past, is to be considered as established rule of law. He who resides in a place for 30 days has thereafter to contribute to the needs of the community. But he who intends permanent residence is immediately liable to contributions. While it is legal to force somebody, if necessary, to contribute according to his means, it would be robbery to levy on him more than he is capable of paying.
Hmm. Okay. So, yeah, today I guess there's no really such thing because we have. I mean, here in Neve Yaakov we have so many chadorim, so many different schools. There's no one community, no such a thing. And however it is that they they raise their money and whatever.
When I lived in Ramat Eshkol, there was a community fund that I used to contribute to. Was for the needs of the people of the community of Ramat Eshkol.
Right.
I haven't heard of such a thing in Sanhedria, though.
Like a tzedakah community tzedakah fund.
Yes.
Yeah, that we have here in very active one. A lot of money. Yeah. Yeah, but I mean, a very amazing amount of money they raise. But as far as shuls, as far as schools go, yeah, I don't know what schools do. We don't really get too much from. I don't know. I don't know how they do it.
Well, when I was on the board of
Okay.
in America, fundraising was a very big part of our activities.
Yeah. Yeah.
We used to have a banquet every year, and a lot of work went into that banquet.
Wow.
I think the rabbi's frozen again.
Well, at least he has a nice smile, right?
Yeah, it's great. We can take a portrait of that.
Yeah, really. Uh,
Oh, there he goes.
What's interesting is it seems like every 5 minutes on the dot, it knocks off, and then it comes back. I don't know what it is with this every 5 minutes over here. I don't know. Anyway, so we got about 5 more minutes in the shear, so we can. Looks like we have a 5 minute window over here.
okay.
I don't know what to do about the next shear. Maybe I'll just call in. If I call in, that would be better, I think.
Okay, we could do that.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll have to tell Phil. I can call Phil and
Well, I mean, oh yeah, you mean that
tell him that he should use my link
you
instead
could
of,
do you could host a meeting for everybody who doesn't have internet issues,
right,
and I'll just in.
right.
Okay. Okay. I guess I could send him an email and tell him to use your link, Lou.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Okay. That sounds like the safest thing. Okay. Okay, 6:05.
In all
Now
communal
we got 4 minutes left before it knocks off.
in all communal matters where agreement cannot be reached, every contributing member must attend a meeting. Each must give a solemn promise to offer his opinion to the best of his judgment and in all good faith without any ulterior motive, and the opinion of the majority shall become law, and the dissenting minority is obliged to observe it. Whoever in such an assembly refuses to state his opinion, in spite of his solemn promise to the contrary, shall be disregarded, and the opinion of the majority of the rest becomes law. Everyone, even the individual who, through lack of means, does not contribute to the community funds, may oblige the community to discharge its recognized duties, but such an individual shall, as a general rule, not be made a communal leader. In case of doubt about the validity of an administrative usage for the community, a majority vote decides. There is no rule in such cases that 2 witnesses are equal to 100. And the testimony of witnesses that they had not been aware of such a usage is proof that the usage actually did not exist, as a usage manifests itself in its application. This rule of evidence is a deviation from the normal. For the settlement of disputes among members of the congregation, where there is no base din in existence, each party shall choose an arbitrator, and these 2 shall choose a third, and all 3 together shall act as a court of arbitration. If the 2 original arbitrators cannot agree about the third, this last named shall be nominated by the community's authorities. These arbitrators may, if they consider fit, seek the advice of an expert in Jewish law. The decision of such arbitrators must, as a rule, be unanimous, unless those who appointed them have authorized them to agree to a majority decision. Even one's friends may be chosen as arbitrators. They must decide only according to justice and truth. In the same way, the community can choose permanent judges for any disputes that may arise.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay. Very good.
Thank you, Rabbi.
Okay, all the best. Well, we'll have a great day, Mayor, and we will hopefully we'll be back.
Very good. Have a good day.
I'll